So all in, all done for our 2013 McLaren after the entire rebuild has been complete. We are in this car a total of... What's going on, JR Garage? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome holiday season. Merry Christmas to all of you guys out there who celebrated. Hope it was fantastic. We had a great one out here in Arizona, beautiful sunny Arizona. But anyway, new video, and today is a highly requested video. You guys have been waiting for this one for months, but now that the McLaren is 100% done, we figured it'd be the perfect time to make this video talking about exactly to the dollar how much it costs to transform this car from a wrecked, crashed car that we bought at auction to a perfectly good car, and you would never ever be able to tell that this was in an accident.
Flashback. End of flashback.
It's actually, in fact, better than it was stock because we upgraded at the same time. We put some carbon fiber goodies on there. I'll show you all that in just a second. Christian's not here. He actually went back home to DC to be with the rest of the family there for Christmas. So I'm left here on my own, and I know you guys want a UGR rebuild video, but I can't fix it by myself, so that's why I'm doing this video here today. This is something I can do without Christian here, but when he gets back, you better bet this is the first video we're gonna be working on. So we actually did do some stuff to it 2 days ago before he left. We immediately went for the fuses and relays just to see if something was fishy there. But unfortunately, everything looked good. There were no problems in any of the fuse boxes, computer systems, nothing. Everything is intact there. So it's not that, so meaning it's probably something worse. Something to do with the fuel, spark, fuel pumps. This may not be good, but we really appreciate your guys' help. On the last video, you guys dropped a lot of suggestions on what it could be, and we have some good leads. So we think we're gonna figure it out, but we'll see. Stay tuned for next video. But let's go ahead and hop in the McLaren. Let's back it out. I think there's still a little bit of light left outside. If not, we'll pull it back in and do the rest of the talking in here. Comment, guys, I think we need to do an exhaust. It does sound good, I'm not gonna lie. For being stock, it sounds surprisingly good. But a ton of you guys have been commenting to do an exhaust. I don't know if we do straight pipe or if we just do high flow cats or if we just do a muffler section. I'm not sure. That's why you guys need to comment down below, and I need your thoughts and opinions. But anyway, pop her open. Oh, beautiful. All right, got the key. Garage door is open. Let's go ahead and climb in. Here comes the tack. All right, let's do a rundown of every single cost expense we have gone through with this car to get it where it is now. As you guys know, if you've been following the channel, if you've been watching the McLaren rebuild series, we bought this car 3 months ago, I believe. Like I said, this one actually came from Pennsylvania. It had a very light front end collision. I mean, it required, well, the parts I'm about to list, but a bumper, the front driver's side heat exchanger, the low temperature radiator up there, inner and outer tie rods, and a suspension ride sensor, height sensor. That's it. Those are the only parts. Now, how much do those cost? A lot of you guys are like, McLaren parts, those have got to cost a fortune. You know, what were the exact costs? And luckily for you, I have them all right here. So let's go down the list. What did we pay for the car crashed? As we mentioned in a previous video, this car's stickered for $302,000 when new in late 2013. We bought it with 6,750 miles, 6,800, just under that. And now it has just over 7,000. So we've done some driving with it and it's performed flawlessly. But anyway, in the crash state, we were the high bidder and won it at $71,000. That is an extremely good deal. But like we talk about all the time when buying cars, you know, finding the right cars, really doing your due diligence, digging into cars, finding all the information you can on them. We talk about that all the time here on our YouTube channel. We talk about it in the Flipping Wheels Lesson Library community, talking about flipping cars, making money. And the number one thing has got to be doing your due diligence and finding the right car. If you get a bad car, no matter how good of deals you get on parts or how much you save rebuilding it, if you pay too much, you're sunk. So really getting a good deal from the get-go is number one. So we did $71,000. That's a great deal for what it is. A 2013 Spider with that kind of mileage, with these options, this is a very nicely spec car. So that's a great deal. Now, it's not just 71 and you run out the door and you're done. You have to pay fees, shipping, all that stuff. So fees were $1,350. Those were the auction fees. Not cheap. And transportation, luckily my buddy Thad, Hyperfast Cars, he came up and with his McLaren expertise, he helped us pick it up and then really go through the car. And his company, we bought a lot of these parts from, used, some new, I'll get to that. So the biggest, most expensive part, of course, was the front bumper. That, if you had to buy it from McLaren, I don't even want to know how much it would be, probably in the 5 figures, over 10 grand. Especially once you get it shipped here and painted and installed. I mean, that would cost a small fortune. But luckily, my buddy Thad, he had a customer who was taking off his MSO style front bumper and going 675 LT conversion. So he said, do you want a carbon fiber MSO front bumper? I said, that would be perfect. I need a front bumper and I can upgrade at the same time. So he ended up selling me that bumper. I gave him $3,000 for the bumper. Great deal for me, great deal for him because it was just sitting around. So it was a win-win. Cost to paint the bumper around $800. So great, bumper, got it. Carbon front splitter, got it, sweet. But now we need those suspension parts. But luckily, once again, my buddy Thad, and they had inner and outer tie rods. I think we did $500 for the pair. We did a package for the inner and outer tie rods, the ride height sensor, just a little sensor, as well as the heat exchanger with the duct. All those totaled to $1,300. Sweet. That is all of the parts we needed to repair the car. As you guys know, we got a little, all right, it's getting a little dark. I'll pull it in a second, but I just want to be outside a little bit. So as you guys know, all right, screw it, we'll pull it in now. It's getting dark. I just wanted an excuse to drive the car. I'm sorry, y'all can relate. Beautiful sunset. Man, every day it's something beautiful. Oh my God. As you guys know, we always have to do some light modifications. Can't leave anything fully stock. And aesthetic modifications came in the way with carbon fiber paddle shifter extenders. One of the best mods for a McLaren. The stock ones, as you guys know, just the stock paddles are about this big, like the size of my pinky. And it's like hitting them, it's just kind of annoying. But having these really nice carbon paddles that match with the weave from the factory is just beautiful. So I think those were $400, and then we also did the carbon fiber wheel guards, which also look equally as phenomenal. Every time you get in and out, you just see massive sheet of carbon fiber. Ooh, looks so good. Those actually we bought on the McLaren forums for a discount. I saw them, and they were listed as like some slight damage, slight nicks. Some of the clear coat at like the top, you can't even see it. So we're like, oh, perfect, we'll take those. So we actually got those for $400. So that was a steal. So that's $800 for those aesthetic mods. Again, like exhaust and that stuff's gonna come, but that's a little later. Oh, one other thing, the wheels, the 10-spoke wheels, which you guys love. I'm happy to see that you guys really liked the upgrade from the semi-lightweight or the 5-spoke weird looking ones that were on it originally. I didn't really love those. 10 spokes look so much better. You guys are probably wondering how much we paid for those. They should have been like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 or more, but I found an eBay listing. A dude on eBay had them with tires, nice Michelin tires, $2,600 for the set. Are you kidding me? It was going to cost us over $2,600 to just replace the one front left wheel that had a crack in it from the accident, and now we get a whole set of better wheels for less money, it was a no-brainer. Now, our original OEM wheels could easily be sold for that $2,600, if not a little bit more. So that just cancels out. So I'm not adding that in our grand total. That is everything we've spent on this car. And we did a $250 coolant change with the McLaren dealership. That's a good deal, by the way. $250 for a whole coolant change, get fresh fluids in this thing, ready for Arizona heat. Great. So if you guys were keeping track, for our 2013 rebuilt McLaren, we are in it for a total of $78,500. If I did that math right. I think I did. $78,500 for a car that, yes, has a little bit of a history because of that, because the dude hit a curb, but like, come on, everything has been fixed now. If you did not know it hit the curb, you would never know this thing was in an accident. I'll let some McLaren expert look over this car for hours and he will not be able to see any sort of damage. There was no frame damage. There was no tub damage. It was so minor. We got so lucky. And that comes back to, again, finding the right cars, because for every one peach cherry we see at auction, there's 50 awful, terrible cars that you need to run away from. Probably more than that. 100-to-1 ratio. Every 100 garbage cars I see, there's one car that's like, oh. And like our 430, that rebuild went very well and you guys enjoyed that one too. As you guys know, whenever we purchase cars, our goal is to make money on them and enjoy them at the same time. But the long-term goal is that when we sell the cars, we don't lose money. And that way, it's like you're getting paid to drive cars almost. So we have never, ever lost money on a car so far. Look at any of our cars, like the Maserati's right in front of me. No, we haven't sold that yet because we kind of want to hold on to it for a little bit. It's such an awesome car, but when we do go to sell it, remember guys, we paid $41,500, I think it was, for that car. It's easily worth in the mid-50s, easily over 50K. You're talking a $10,000 to $15,000 profit on a car we've already put like 5,000 miles on, made a ton of cool videos, put the non-resonated X-pipe on. Super duper fun car that you guys have enjoyed. We're gonna make 10 grand on it. Look back at the Skyline GTR, made a profit on that. Look back at Ellis, we doubled our money on that. It's just, there's so much money to be made out there with cars, and if you have a passion for it, great, you can turn your passion into profit. That's what we preach all the time in our video lesson library, Flipping Wheels. If you guys aren't part of the community already, link is down below. First link down below. Holiday season, $25 off, and you get full access to everything. Mentorship with myself, Ricky Gutierrez, our buddies Weston, Caleb. Those guys, like, all they do is flip cars. So you can learn from them. A wealth of information over there. First link in the description. Cars, motorcycles, high-end cars, or just your daily drivers, lower-end cars. There's money to be made on both ends of the spectrum. So check that out down below. And also, guys, before I head out here, another day, another crazy Tesla update. So Elon just tweeted out, and the whole Tesla team, they are guaranteeing that if you place an order before December 31st, the end of the $7,500 tax incentive, you would think like, oh, there's no way I can get it delivered in time. And yeah, maybe you won't get it by the end of 2018, but even if you get it in 2019, if you do everything on your part correctly and you order the car, everything's all good, they will guarantee you will get that $7,500 tax credit, even if they have to put up the other $3,750. So come 2019, tax credit is going down to $3,750. They will throw in the other $3,750 if they can't make it on time. Like, that's like a no-brainer. So that, coupled with the referral bonus of, if you use our special code, which will be linked down below, you get 6 months of free supercharging. They extended that to the end of the year, December 31st at midnight. If you order a car, inventory car, brand new car, Model S, Model X, Model 3 Performance, normal Model 3, mid-range Model 3, any Tesla product, 6 months free supercharging if you order through our referral code, which will be greatly appreciated. As a way of saying thank you, guys, we will let you drive our 2020 Tesla Roadster, and that's our way of saying thank you for using our referral code. Lets us get the car quicker and at a discount. So once again, greatly appreciated, guys. And if you have any Tesla questions, as always, feel free to email us, jrgarage22@gmail.com. But anyway, guys, there you have it. Hopefully we make some, for those of you wondering, like, are you gonna sell the car or are you gonna keep it? We'll probably keep it for a while, do some more mods, make a bunch more videos with it. Like we said, we want to wrap it in the very near future. We're thinking like a metallic blue would look really cool, which would make it look like this. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty awesome. Comment down below if you're excited for those videos to come. So we'll probably hang on to it a while, but it's nice knowing in the back of our mind, we're in it 78 grand. So it's probably worth Comment down below if you have an opinion, but I think it would be worth about $100,000 to $110,000, given that a clean, perfect, no accident one, which again, you know, this car is basically just as good as that, but it has a little bit of history on the Carfax, you know. Those ones are trading in this condition, this mileage, 130 to 140, 130 to 140 grand. So that's why I'm saying with the accident history, this one's probably at least 100 to 110. If you guys are dying for a McLaren and you've been wanting to buy one and you love this car, message me. Maybe you can convince me to sell it, but until then, we'll hold on to it for a while. So that's crazy to think we may make like 25, 30 grand on this car for, you know, putting a little bit of effort into it. I didn't touch on effort, labor. So I estimate we put about 15 hours into this project. So a few late nights, but like literally it was like 3 days, 3 nights working on it. The car was done. Huge thanks to my buddy Anthony, got_AMG on Instagram for helping out. He helped rebuild the car. We got it back up in one piece in no time. So keep that in mind too. Some projects that require a lot more work, sure, you're gonna be in less money, but you gotta value your time. So it was a lot of fun rebuilding it and sharing the videos with you guys on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed that series. But there you go, we answered the question. That's how much we paid for the McLaren. So comment down below, do you think we're in it a good number? 78,500. I think that's a really solid number, but we want to hear your opinion down below. Would you buy this car for that money? I mean, would you go through what we went through to have this car here today, or would you just go out and buy a perfect one? Or do you like the whole idea of rebuilding cars? It's really popular on YouTube now. You see all the YouTubers getting into it. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I want to see you guys in the comment section down below. Drop your opinions and comment modification suggestions down below. Exhaust, what do you guys think? And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you, I guess next year. All right, 2019, let's make this an awesome year. Take care, guys.